Self check-in ci aiuterà a rivitalizzare i nostri alberghi e le relazioni con i nostri ospiti. Benvenuti al nuovo episodio di Upsell Motel, l'appuntamento di tutti i martedì in cui incontro esperti di tecnologia, di revenue, di marketing che ci aiutano a massimizzare la vendita dei servizi ancillari e a rendere indimenticabile Eccoci tornati live, quindi scusatemi ma c'è stato veramente un blackout completo della connessione, quindi ditemi ragazzi, ragazze che stavate seguendo questa live se è tutto tornato normale, se mi sentite, se l'immagine è chiara, perché sono dovuto ricorrere ovviamente alla mia connessione web di backup, perché da un momento all'altro si è spento tutto, ma questo è il bello della diretta, ok? Quindi siamo live, non siamo registrati e questo purtroppo alcune volte capita. Vi posso assicurare che fino a 5 minuti fa siamo rimasti live con gli ospiti per preparare questa diretta e tutto era filato liscio, ma comunque nessun problema, veramente. Datemi un feedback con un commento, ditemi ok, si vede tutto chiaro. Grandissima Denise, ti ringrazio tantissimo, sei veramente gentilissima. Allora, come vi stavo dicendo, negli ultimi tempi sto dedicando alcune delle mie live di Upsell Motel ad approfondire questo tema delle tecnologie contactless, ossia quelle tecnologie che con la crisi da coronavirus sembrano essere diventate veramente importanti per gestire la relazione con i nostri ospiti. E questo ovviamente mette un po' in crisi alcune nostre certezze, soprattutto per quanto riguarda noi italiani e la nostra ospitalità, che ha sempre fatto dello human touch, del nostro rapporto personale con le persone, un elemento di grande distinzione. Ma come possiamo comportarci in questo momento dove invece la relazione, la vicinanza con l'altro è guardata sempre con maggiore sospetto? Perché non vi posso negare che io stesso, quando mi approccio a delle persone oggi, tengo sempre 1 metro di distanza in più, forse certe volte anche 2. E questo dipende proprio dal fatto che in questi mesi ci hanno assolutamente infilato nella testa e ci hanno sicuramente un po' condizionato, diciamo, lo dico ovviamente in modo positivo, sul fatto che l'altro comunque può essere per noi un pericolo, o comunque può essere, diciamo, una fonte di contagio in questa pandemia. Quindi questa puntata di Upsell Motel l'ho voluta dedicare alla tecnologia del self check-in, che avevo già affrontato un paio di mesi fa, e ho trovato 2 ospiti interessantissimi che vengono questa volta dall'estero. Avremo un ospite dal Regno Unito e poi un altro ospite invece dalla Repubblica Ceca, da Praga, ok? Ma prima di iniziare, come sempre, vi ricordo che aspetto i vostri commenti live, aspetto che mi facciate un sacco di domande, a cui gli ospiti molto volentieri interverranno e vi daranno il loro punto di vista, e poi rimanete con me fino alla fine, perché come in tutti gli episodi delle mie live ho sempre anche un piccolo regalo per le persone che rimangono fino alla fine e tengono duro. Allora, questa live la faremo in lingua inglese, e perché appunto i nostri ospiti vengono dall'estero. Do un'occhiata un attimo a vedere quante persone sono connesse anche sui vari social, per vedere insomma se stiamo riuscendo un po' a recuperare le persone che magari abbiamo perso per strada a causa di questa così imprevista caduta della connessione internet. Bene, allora vedo che ci sono un po' di persone collegate e direi di passare a presentare i nostri ospiti di oggi. Allora, eccoci qui con Richard Oliver.
Good evening, everyone.
Ciao Richard.
Ciao, Maurizio.
How are you?
Yes, very good.
We experimented a little big problem with my connection, so sorry, really sorry.
No, not at all. These things happen.
Okay, so the other guest is Daniel from Prague, Czech Republic.
Okay, hi
Daniel.
hi,
Okay,
yes.
your mic was switched off.
Yes, microphone is off. I switched on.
Okay, how are you?
Very good. I'm in our showroom in Prague. So, Richard,
Okay.
in London, I'm in Prague, in the showroom. Here's our production.
So I start from you, Daniel. So the last but not least, okay, so speak about you and your company and your experience on technology for hoteliers.
Yes, I'm a founder of Sezam24 company. We're based in Prague, and we sell our kiosk worldwide to most in Europe. Right from here, I can show you our maybe newest product, which is a tablet Sezam24 Air with a touch screen, very large display, and here's a with a card reader with a printer, and you can connect a payment device. This one is our flagman. This is a Pro model with automatic document scanner, with automatic card dispenser. with an even more large display with 23 inches. So we
Wow.
like to make a large display and big devices, because guests when operating with a small device and with not own mobile phone. If a mobile phone is okay, but if you come to a public device and which is quite small, people are afraid to use it, and that's why we realize what we need to make it bigger with a large screen, and all people also comfortable to see everything on the tablet, and we can very easy scroll languages. Here's Italian, Italiano.
Okay, yeah.
So
I think you spent a lot of time in understanding the user experience at self check-in, because you develop a really advanced product.
In real, with our designer, we spent maybe from 2 up to 3 months in hotel all the time. We talk to guests. We designed prototype. It was absolutely different from with a nice tablet. It was like a bancomat, is a very heavy metallic device. And we talked to guests. We try to understand what the problem we're using with a check-in to normal receptionist. What can be problem with using of big, large devices like a bancomat, or with different exchanging machines, and it is everything about user experience and user interface. User interface is very important to understand how people are interacting with tablets.
With the machine.
So with machine, but with the touch screen. So and we use everything. Try to make it more easy, more easy to operate. We remove a lot of buttons from the interface, and everything is automatically.
So I think it's really important, because the arrival is one of the most important touch point on a hotel. So manage really well the arrival of a guest is important also for the ancillary revenue and the ancillary services, because it's a really important touch point where you can sell your services and improve your revenue. But I just give the word to Richard. So Richard, we already had a chat 3 months ago, I think, and you are deep involved in technology for hoteliers, no? Since time.
Yes, absolutely. And yes, Maurizio, we spoke some months ago, and at that time we were very focused on the chatbot, the proactive messaging for hotels. And although we still offer that, it was actually in July where Wieldy Digital, we partnered with Sezam24 to distribute and resell the Sezam24 check-in kiosks in the UK and Ireland. And that was because, very much because of the pandemic and the importance for hotels to offer a contactless check-in experience. And and since then we've partnered with Sezam. We're distributing and reselling the kiosks in the UK and Ireland. And it's a very interesting space. And we look forward to telling you more about it.
Okay, fine. So self check-in is something really debating nowadays in the hotelier space, especially, for example, in Italy, where human touch is considered one of the most important thing in the relations with guests. But self check-in, I think, is more than a technology. I think it's a new way to manage guest relation. For example, I think that self check-in should disengage the reception team from the keyboard, because the problem usually in the hotel when you arrive is that reception team is deep involved in write down something on the keyboard. But unfortunately, sometimes, or I think often, the Italian hoteliers doesn't understand which is the real advantage of self-check-in kiosk. What is your vision about self-check-in tech in hotels? Daniel.
Okay, so from my point of view, it is incorrect to talk about self-check-in because our goal is not to make guests to do work by themselves. Instead, we are talking about increasing the level of service and automation of the reception functions when the guest is forced to wait for service. If you look at how we do registration with Sezam24 kiosk, you will see what guests do nothing more when we do with a regular receptionist. It is just but it all happens faster, more accurately, more comfortably.
Okay.
Maurizio?
Yes, I'm here. So you say so. There's the kiosk is not only a reception, or maybe it's not only a part of the receptionist job. Okay, it's something more. So it's not only okay, guests arrive and make the registration and that's all. Okay, it's a real service because you think a kiosk can also deliver any kind of service to the guest.
I'm talking about increasing level of service. So this is absolutely different because sometimes people thinking, well, okay, if we or one hotel set up the kiosk, this means with a hotel manager or hotel owner of business would like to cut operational costs. We realized what technology not is about to cut operational costs. Yes, it is, but the main feature or main benefits of using automation technology is increasing quality of service. Many different things. Why using of robotization in any industry will brings you more advantages.
Make an example.
From the hotel, for example, here, if you very simple thing, room card encoding. Here's a manual encoder, and do you remember how many times when you get a card from reception desk, this card doesn't work? So very simple thing, but because people are not able to do everything accurately. Even to take a payment exactly same amount. So there's many different things what machines do better, and still today we asking with the receptionists with humans to do with a manual job, but this is not a human job. Why are you asking?
Yeah, we have a misunderstanding of the human job at hotel reception desk, maybe, you know? Because Richard, if I can ask you, I think there are different industries nowadays are just using technology as a service, as Daniel says, no? As for example, airports or other race stations or other places where people are going to check in, and they are doing that with a machine.
Yes, absolutely. I think in general, hotels are very much behind the curve in comparison to other industries. You know, you take the example of the majority of hotel guests, they're already the supermarkets and scanning their goods into a kiosk and paying for their goods with a credit or debit card. And even though when you go to the airport, of course, you have the check-in kiosks, but also when it comes to your, even now your larger luggage, you don't check in. You can do that via a machine, so you don't need to even speak to a human operator to check your larger luggage in. So there's a real opportunity, and still many hotels have not adopted this opportunity for the guest to self check in. And as Daniel says, technology through Sezam, it enables for, it completely reduces the human error, and it's completely 100% accurate. So as Daniel says, it's very much about, like, you provide technology that is more accurate, and you can deploy staff to provide that better customer service, and what essentially recognizing what technology isn't able to do, you your staff to do that. Technology is very, very able to handle what's just been described.
So I think that's a really important point of view, because usually hoteliers and their maybe receptionists or booking agents, they think technology is going to take their jobs, okay? And so they are scared about it. So, but as you say, so this kind of technology is to improving service and to do jobs that are not related to human, but to machines. For example, take a payment. It's better if take a payment is made by a machine, as Daniel says, okay? So because machine is more accurate in do that, okay? And people have to concentrate to different kind of task. For example, build a relation with the guest. So you don't have to stay concentrated on your keyboard, okay, on your point of sales and take the credit card of the guest, but you have to stay focused on the relation with the guest. That's the secret, don't you think? Richard, so which kind of skills? Yeah. Which kind of skills a new receptionist has to develop to embrace this transformation of on an hotel?
Well, I mean, just talking about what you mentioned there, I think it's important to address how, hotels have traditionally emphasized the human touch point as an integral part of their offer. However, with the pandemic, the human touch, a number of touch points has actually been, detrimental to the guest satisfaction and the ultimately bookings. With as a result of the pandemic, guests are trying to reduce the human contact. So when it comes to receptionists and them implementing different skills, that it's up to every hotel, but it's about understanding what the guests want, because offering a service which is contactless, your guests will thank you for this. They very much appreciate this. So new skills for receptionists are about understanding what the guests actually want, and doing whatever is within the health and safety protocols, and ensuring that they're adhering to that.
So in this way, if I have to give an advice to a receptionist, maybe is watching this live stream, a receptionist maybe have to develop a more competence about body language, or about sales method or sales skills. Okay, so how to manage the relation in a different way to sell more services, like the pool, garage, dinner, lunch, and spa, and so on. So it's a really different point of view, because we can think that a lot of receptionists are scared, I think, about that, because for too long time they are focused only on the bureaucratic part of their job. Okay, But Daniel, you tell me that your kiosk, for example, has others features than scan a documents, for example. So your kiosk, your solution can send emails before the check-in, for example, and also I think it can manage other way to to manage the relation with the guest. Really?
Yes. Let's go a little bit come back from this very important point, because you talk about what technology can disrupt receptionists and concierge and workplaces. But let's have a look again how it works in our life. Before arrival, the guest needs to be informed about where to go, where to park a vehicle, car, which public transport to use, many questions. And humans at this moment, receptionists advise to guests what to do. After arrival, after our registration and getting the room key, during the stay, this card can be lost, and you need to make a new one. Also, a lot of questions about your accommodation. Or we don't like the room, and in that case, we need to pay maybe extra amount, and after checkout, in order to automate all of this, these processes need to be through and our design it. We, as a technology service provider, Sezam24, we provide a tool what issues cards, accept and send in emails. But from the hotelier side, you also need to redesign all your business processes. What kind of emails sent to the guests? You need to redesign your new templates to create all this content, to put with information, photos, instructions. Also, you need to redesign your lobby, where is to install a self-check-in terminal, how to organize entrance, how to prepare everything in your hotel to be fully automated property. And technological development will always create new workplaces. This is a wrong thinking what many thousands of people or million people will be unemployment. No, with a new technology, when you're implementing something new, you're creating new workplaces. And currently, specialists who can redesign such heterogeneous environment where guests are going to feel more comfortable, safe, and this is everything right now. This is in high demand. It is important.
It's really interesting, Daniel, speaking about the design. So that's something people doesn't understand when we speak about technology, is the design phase of the technology. Okay, because when you meet technology, when people meet technology, when spaces, when building meet technology, when human relations meet technology, we have to speak about design, because we have to design new spaces, a new way to relate, to have relations between us. Okay, and what can I share is a specific business case you sent to me. Okay, this is in Poland. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, and it's really interesting because when you share to me this this beautiful venue, okay, I check the and I see that, for example, the automatic reception here. People can read, okay? Automatic reception is value as something important, as something positive, okay? We have another one here. I see, self-registration was a pleasant surprise. Okay. And so on. So on. We can share maybe there's a picture of your kiosk. Okay. And I think it's really interesting. It's impressive because people usually think self-checking kiosk is going to have a negative impact to the guest experience. Don't you? Richard.
Okay.
Richard, do you hear me?
Absolutely. Yes. It is just very, very important what you've said there, Maurizio. It's been found that hotels that are putting a contactless check-in are getting far better post-stay reviews, just similar to what you showed there. And of course, this is having a positive impact on their future bookings. So, there's never been a time when hotels need to adopt to the digitalization of guest check, and these reviews very much have a virtuous impact on our bookings. Again, coming back to what I said earlier is, hotels have traditionally emphasized the importance of human touch as an integral part of their service, but now it's about trying to reduce those human touch points with technology and really understanding the guest better and deploying staff to do things that essentially technology is not able to do.
Yeah. So, and Daniel, coming back to design, okay, it's really interesting matter. Yeah. Sorry.
Relationship. I would like to come back to relationship because relationship is much more important in Italy. I think what we are starting to talking about, we was talking about unemployment, but I would like to come back to relationship between service providers like hoteliers and between guests, because it is impossible to think what we can be a lack of human interaction and of human communication. So I just remember if you remember this movie Innamorato Pazzo with Adriana Celentano.
Yes, it's an old-fashioned one, but
yeah,
I remember it. I remember it.
So he was a bus driver, and you remember he knows all passengers, all their names, where to go, destinations, and what time we have to be arrived. And nowadays it is very rarely to see, and it would be great to keep and save such communications. Because automation is not to remove the need of communications, and from another side, there is no reason, no need to force your guests into compulsory communication through visiting the registration or reception desk. So this is a kind of dilemma, and people can react to it negatively nowadays. But from our side, I would like to keep this communication because I love to talk to people. I love to meet in person. I love to drink a coffee together, and here I would like to to give you another example, not with with a Polish hotel, but this is also a small hotel in Germany, in the city of Plauen, and they also use Sezam24 check-in for 28 rooms, and a guest do register by themselves, and the owner meets the guests in person to the next day during the breakfast. He gets to know them, to meet them, serves the coffee, and that's great because moreover, guests always leave a highest rating, positive reviews, and we're happy. It is not necessary to provide legal or in-person communication during the whole day, but or over the night. Because people are tired and they would like to sleep in the room or take a shower, but this is desirable to have it at the time of we need it. And breakfast is a beautiful time from my point of view. This is a very good experience.
Yeah, but that's a big change of mind, because I think also I spoke 2 days ago with our concierge. Beatrice was a beautiful and really professional concierge, and in a hotel, so they are accustomed to do that. So they have relation at the reception. When people arrive, they sit down on the sofa area, and they take a coffee and speak with the guest, and make the reservation and make the check-in without any desk. Okay, so in a really friendly and I think really warm way. Okay, but I think in the majority of hotels, the relation of the arrival is completely different. So since I think I don't know how many years where we are accustomed to see a big desk and all the people in other side of the desk, okay, waiting for us in a really cold relation, because I give the documents, I fill in a piece of paper with my personal data, and that's all. So relationship is another thing. We have to learn another time how to build a reception inside hotels. And I think that coronavirus and self-check-in technologies could help us to learn another time what is a real relation with guests. Because I agree with you, the real relation is at the breakfast, where people come downstairs, go to the breakfast room, and people are relaxed. They take their coffee, the cappuccino. Okay, you can speak with them. Okay, I see in these days, for example, at the breakfast room of Motemezzi Hotel, usually people are more relaxing during the breakfast time. They enjoy to speak with the waiters and with people in the lobby. Okay, so I think that receptionists have to learn to go outside the desk, at the other side of the desk. Okay, we have to destroy the desk, okay, and give them the freedom to go with a tablet, with a smartphone, with some basic information and basic tools to maybe reserve the spa or the dinner for tonight or for the next day of stay. And then the kiosk, the self-check-in kiosk is going to do the other things. Okay, do you agree with me?
I absolutely agree with you, because sometimes people, especially maybe unqualified people, they can deliver a problem. So people, even they stay behind the desk, we started from this way. We can maybe do mistake with card encoding, with payments, with everything. And if something goes wrong, it is a drama. It will bring so much more problems to our guests. And also can be with issues. It can be issues of not properly organized business processes in the hotel. And from our experience, when we do installation of kiosk or self-check-in automation in the hotel, during the first month we will see, and we can improve with business processes inside hotel to to reorganize everything, to be prepared, and to give freedom to humans in the hotel, to give freedom to owners. It is just a change, completely changing the life. If before with automation, people was be in so it's a difference what we serve to robots, to computers, to property management system. But after you improve your automation, this technology will serve to you. So this is completely different.
Yes,
And now
I agree.
think,
Mm.
maybe now I think what I can also give to you what if some even if something wrong in the room, this is a common situation. You're a hotelier, you understand. Guest should be, for example, relocated to another room. This is just a simple case. What happens every time, and we are thinking how to help. How to help hoteliers to do it, and even with Sezam24, you can do it remotely. You can just drag and drop with guest reservation from one room to another room, and guest go to kiosk, get a new card, and problem is solved immediately. And this is not a headache or a nightmare of a receptionist. What we can to do. So this is very simple, and this is a important thing. What today you need to think about your business process automation, to design not only simple things, not only design of your room card, but you need to design redesign your hotel as a interior, exterior, and also redesign your relationship with your guests, your communication.
Yes. So Daniel, you said, I think the perfect word is help people, help hoteliers, help receptionists to understand which is the new way, because people are scared, and for this reason they maybe refuse the technology. Okay, and I think that people like me and you, okay, need to help hoteliers to understand how redesign the business, because in these days that's a pity, because I read a lot of posts on Facebook and other social media where I see my colleagues or other hoteliers from other parts of the world saying, okay, I'm shutting down my hotels, I'm going to close because the recovery is coming in the next 3 years. I can stand until that time. So, and a lot of people are giving up. It's not. It's really difficult moment. Okay, and I think that what we can do, how can we help that person, is let them understand how redesign their business and help receptionists how redesign their role inside the hotels, because a lot of people that are watching this live stream are front office manager or receptionist or people working actively every day on reception, and we need to help them understand which kind of courses they have to do, which new skills they have to learn. And it's really important, because if people are scared, technology is not going to win, I think.
Yes, Rizzo. Moreover, I think what if you do this business redesign today, it will help you to be survived during the with pandemic, during with business lockdowns. If you have your business fully automated, you are very flexible. You can you can be many our clients at this moment. No, not at this moment during the spring lockdowns. They have maybe occupancy about 5 or 10%, and if you have a full automated hotel with only self-checking kiosk, you can be, your business was survived. It is enough money to operate if your business during the lockdowns. Also you are ready to be immediately reopen it with and to have occupancy 90%. If you have a short season as it was during the summer. So, and with automation technology, you are flexible. You are flexible to operate. You have very efficient business costs, and you have very efficient. Also, you cut operational costs, and moreover, you are not decrease your quality of service, because you have everything automated. You have all your business process organized, and it helps you to keep a business running. You don't need to completely close the hotel.
Yeah. So I agree that we are facing a new kind of economy, where is a kind of, it's not like before was like a linear economy where everything is going is growing every day, every year. No? Now it's something different. So the economy is like that. So is a kind of strange curve where every time there is a peak, and then every time there is a top, and every time there is a down. Okay, it's this the problem of the pandemic. So the pandemic broke in a town, in a city, in a region, and the government are going to close that region. So, but if you close a region, of course, other regions suffers from that close, because a lot of people maybe come from that region. Maybe it's a big region with a big economy inside a country or inside the Europe, for example. Okay, and so you have to manage this situation where the demand is crazy. So something is not understandable in the long term. Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's of course it's uncertain times in terms of the economy, and yeah, it's we just gotta, we gotta hope that things improve, and that curve can start to push up again. Hopefully we've hit the worst of it, and the economy can start to open up again. Hopefully with this talk of a vaccine. But yeah, it's hopefully we're going to see it move up. But I just say, Maurizio, on your point, I think you described the future of the hotel really perfectly, in my opinion, when you described about how to remove the reception desk, and then replace that with technology that can automate those menial tasks, such as taking payment and scanning IDs, through printing receipts. And then what's most important here is that you can then deploy the reception staff that were traditionally doing those menial tasks to actually speak to your guests and encourage them to use your other services, where you can upsell, you can gain that additional revenue. I think you really described the future hotel very, very well there, in my opinion.
So we have a question.
And have a more open space.
Yeah, more open space. Yes. We have a question from the audience. We have a question from Denise, who is asking us, I will translate, of course. So if a guest wants a late checkout, what is going to happen, Daniel?
With late checkout is easy. So our kiosk is two-way linked with a property management system, and if guest asking to extend stay, for example, to extend stay for several hours, late checkout, or maybe to stay in the hotel 3-4 days more, or even to relocate to another room, a hotel manager can do everything in property management system. And our kiosk will obtain this data from property management system, and guest can go to kiosk to renew the card, and this card will be updated to new checkout date. If it is needed, there is option to pay something in the kiosk, and after the payment, get with card updated. So the technology is in this case very good designed for all cases or issues what may happen in the hotel. Even the guest, if lost card during the night, close the door and he will be survived. He's not a homeless more.
Okay, so another question from my side. If I want to, I'm a guest, I want to buy a service like a late checkout, for example. Can I buy it directly on your kiosk now, or I have to ask to the reception?
We do not provide additional options at this moment. So I think what kiosk what are located in the lobby is not designed for all these automated things. Our vision what today and in the future, smartphone communications is more preferred to guests in the hotel. If I stay in my room, I don't want to go to downstairs to the lobby and interact with machine and there is nobody in the reception. This is a kind of stupid and not comfortable to me. I would like to stay in my bed and use my smartphone if I would like to order something in my room, maybe to prolong
breakfast. Yes.
Breakfast, yes, everything. So this is the best way of communication. Even Richard can talk about chatbots because chatbot provides with solution connected with hotel management system. Maybe he can.
Yes, Richard can speak about chatbots.
Yeah.
So a question before speak about the chatbot. My question is, and what about the web check-in? So people, I speak sometimes with the PMS manager, developers, and say, oh, we are not thinking about the self check-in kiosk because the future is web check-in, is a simple email sent to the guest before the arrival time, and the guest can check in by his smartphone and do everything on his smartphone. Why it's important, in your opinion, to have a kiosk like Sezam24?
This is not correct. We have our mobile check-in application. So our system sends emails to the guest in advance. We meet guest 24 hours and at the day of arrival with emails, and we provide a link to fill all data in advance. But sometimes, especially this time in this very bad economy, many hotels they don't have electronic locks. For example, or electronic locks with a Bluetooth option when you can open with mobile phone. With locks is extremely expensive at this moment. Maybe cost more than 500 euros, and you already have these locks with RFID cards. Or maybe you can install a very not expensive lock upgrade for 100 euros, and you have electronic locks converted from mechanical to RFID card. But the first thing is what this is a very, very huge investment to upgrade all your hotel to mobile keys. Another point of view, but a lot of smartphones they out of this feature with mobile keys. So and your audience. So another thing, what you do check-in online, and you get a mobile key in your smartphone, and you need to install a mobile application. You need to understand how to upload this mobile key into this application. You need to understand how to operate with smartphone, to open with a door lock. So many things what usually it doesn't work. I know several hotels they have with mobile keys, and they told me what maybe for last 2 years only 2 guests use with mobile keys. Now, example, you can Google on internet with hotel in Budapest, maybe Budapest, and they start using absolutely no cards, only smartphones. And after 2 months, we decided to roll back and use all normal keys.
Normal
The
keys.
people, to guess it's important to have even with card in the pocket. Okay, I have this key. I feel myself safe. I can open this door. But if you have a smartphone, okay, battery is drained, something that doesn't work. It takes much more time to open the door. This technology is not ready for production.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. But exactly about pre-check-in, this is a very important thing, and we have our application and we do pre-check-in. And after that, what happens? You have a QR code or a reservation number. You just show to this camera QR code and get a key immediately. 3 seconds, and you go. It's very simple.
So, but usually smartphone, when it's important to has it, usually it run out of battery. You have to use it and it run out of battery, and you can use it. Yes, you stay outside the hotel because you can't open the door. Okay, so Richard, just to finalize our live stream of today, so chatbots and self-check-in kiosk, what's the relation between these two technologies? How they can help together hoteliers in this new century?
No, absolutely. And I think as a good example, one of the listeners asked about the late check-in, because that's something that the chatbot can really come into its own without relying on the kiosk to do that. Once the guest checks in, they put their mobile phone and then they will receive a SMS or a WhatsApp or a message via Facebook Messenger. And it has a very high open rate, up to 80% open rate. So it's very, very effective to engage the guest, post check-in and arrival. So at any time pre-arrival or once they arrive and during stay, they can ask the hotel any questions and they will get these automated responses. And one of those options could be a late check-in, a late checkout, I should say. And they have that option. They would just click on that. They would just confirm it. And whether the integration is built with the PMS, it would send that message to the PMS, and then it would charge the guest on departure for that late checkout. Or else they would send a message without integration to the PMS. The reception staff would then update that manually for that particular guest for the late checkout and charge them manually in that respect. So yeah, very, very important. I believe the messaging, the proactive messaging along with the kiosk is really crucial, and they really complement each other very nicely.
Yeah, because people can't wait. So people can't wait. People want an answer immediately. So they send a message, they want an answer. So yeah. that's not possible nowadays. Waiting 1 hour, especially the young generation. I think the young generation is a crucial part of the guest service. If you want to deliver a really good, a really high-rated guest service, you needed to be really quick when you ask for a question. Okay. So, guys, we arrived at the end of this live.
The most important thing is
yes.
Yeah.
So, Richard, what do you say?
I was just going to say it's most important with the chatbot. when you send the automated response, you always give the option to have for the guest to contact a live agent. So although they're getting automated responses, you also have the option to say, I want to speak to a human. Always provide that option in the chatbot so that they're getting the mix of both. They might want the automations in seconds, or they may be prepared to wait for a human to intervene within that conversation.
Yeah. You are always to give the choice between human and the bot. Okay.
Yes.
It depends on the question.
Yeah.
Of course, this is important because people
Exactly.
don't want to make a phone call. Phone calls is out. They want to send a message.
Yes, but what can I say to you? Yes, in this time of coronavirus, people have come back to phone. In Italy, for example, a lot of people are calling hotels and asking, the hotel is open, because people don't trust on the internet, because I don't think a lot of the hoteliers, but some hoteliers are giving rooms to the OTAs, to Booking.com and the others, just to keep the positioning on the listing. So people don't trust the hotels are open. So people call by phone and ask, hotel is open, restaurant is open. So yes, I agree with you that phone call is something about the past maybe, but always we have to give the choice between human and machines. And that's the reason why I think a new design in the reception area is made by machines and humans, and people can choose. I want to do with the machine. I want to make it with a human. It depends on how scared I am from the relation.
Maurizio, humans will never lose to machines. Humans create machines.
Yes.
Machines are made to serve people.
Yes.
And people are going to create faster and more sophisticated machines.
Yes.
And this why we're going to become more advanced and more smart.
Yeah, for sure. So the most important skills, I think, is the soft skills. It is a skill to adapt, to move with the future.
Yes.
So don't stay in your chair. Don't sit down. Okay. Yeah. So stand up and run with the future, because you have to follow it and not say, okay, no, we always do this thing in that way. We are not going to change it. That's the problem of humans.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, do you agree? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So guys, we are at the end of this live stream. So it was a pleasure.
Yes.
A really good chat about this new tech. I hope we can do another chat in the future and maybe speak about some interesting business case in Italy. Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Maurizio.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this very good chat. Very appreciated.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been great.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Maurizio.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye. Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.
You too. Ciao.
Benissimo. Allora, carissimi amici e amiche di Ancillary Guru che siete rimasti fino al termine di questa puntata, come sempre vi lascio qualcosa che potete utilizzare immediatamente all'interno della vostra attività quotidiana, ed è la checklist offerta perfetta che vedete scorrere qui sul mio schermo. Andate alla pagina internet community.ancillary.guru, ricordatevi sempre di inserire https:// che non si sa mai, e all'interno di questa pagina, lasciando la vostra email, potrete scaricare non solo questa checklist, che è molto interessante per creare offerte di servizi ancillari irresistibili per i vostri ospiti, ma troverete poi anche tanti altri bonus gratis che abbiamo creato per voi, degli strumenti che vi possono essere utili per prepararvi, per studiare, perché assolutamente non dovete mai fermarvi nel vostro allenamento, nella vostra preparazione, e potrete usare questi strumenti per ovviamente tenervi allenati per quando ricomincerà tutto, o magari, se magari state già lavorando, non avete bisogno di aspettare che tutto ricominci, ma magari siete già in allenamento. In più entrate all'interno del gruppo privato di LinkedIn di Ancillary Dojo. Il dojo è la nostra palestra, il luogo dove ci alleniamo sull'ancillary revenue e l'importanza della personalizzazione attraverso i servizi ancillari, con tutti i migliori professionisti del mondo del turismo, albergatori, receptionist, concierge, guest relation, booking agent, tutte quelle persone che hanno a cuore la personalizzazione come via per uscire da questa crisi da coronavirus. Io ringrazio tutte le persone che mi hanno e ci hanno seguito, ringrazio Cristina che tra l'altro ci ha scritto in inglese questo commento, e vi aspetto sabato prossimo con un nuovo appuntamento della mia storia, dove avrò con me due grandi e bellissime professioniste della nostra ospitalità italiana. Io vi saluto e vi auguro una buona serata.